Yes, June's out of the house for a few minutes, so I can do a bit of laboratory work. Instead of being banned down in the summer house down the end of the garden, I can do it in my extremely tidy games room. And here's boat 11, where I've been investigating what repairs needed to be done, and I made some of them. For example, the air rudder had been broken off.
Software version review. Last update 6th of December 2017.
But the software still runs in the little pickaxe computer. This hasn't been tidied up.
GPS time 17:38. 23 seconds. Target alpha.
And I've changed the geometry of the rudder servo linkage so that we don't need a servo reverser. That was one of the things that had failed. Very few had failed. The servo was okay, but I thought it was sensible to change it anyhow. But that's not what I come to show you.
GPS time 17:38.
Now, the GPS logger. That's in its usual place, a bit of a squeeze, and I'll creep round the back way. I've been checking that out, basically resetting it, make sure it's all ready to go back in the boat. Plug it in to my little £70 Lenovo Windows 7 PC. I'll put it there, and that's just to test it as a GPS. I thought easy to do, and I'm going back to some very recent software. I think it was Windows 3.1 this dates back to, but it does run on quite a lot of the later versions. And what I'm going to do is click on the low left corner and auto selection. I'll leave that auto selection on, I think. Right, find GPS. I've just clicked on that. And now what it's going to do is look through the communication ports that a GPS might be plugged into to see if it can find a GPS given some data. And if it can, then it should select it.
Right, actual 4 o'clock.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right. Ah, here we go, I'm receiving data.
We are 45 miles southeast.
So it's now going to zim through maps until it gets on the most detailed map it's got for where we are, which is
destination 3,579 miles.
And let's just see what happens if we try X in. Here we go. Yeah, so we've got a position now. Jumping about a bit, but that's to be expected, because that's where a GPS is. It can only get signals from roughly the west, northwest, and some through that side, which is east. And where we actually are is just, there's the chimney there, so we're just here, but it thinks, yeah, we're somewhere in that area. And look at the scale, and that's not too bad. So this is for complete geeks, of course, going right down to the metal, as it were. The not quite the standard NMEA RMC message, which has all the important information included in the actual time down to seconds and fractions of a second, the latitude, longitude, and direction of travel, etc. and a date at the end. So that was going to be a quick check of the i-GotU, but not for the function that she intended. Yeah, no point in changing the software unless we find a bug.
GPS time 17:57. 30 seconds.